We are working day and night to put together. We did the Economic Recovery Act. We know it saved. We know it saved 350,000 jobs. Am I understating it? Am I understating it? Here, I think in California, yes, about 3 million nationwide. About 10% of that here. We know that. I've been to the 405, to the 805, to the 215, to the Sacramento airport. I know you're going, uh-oh, because there's traffic problems because of this. But we're putting people to work. I've been to Fresno Police Department where we save police officers. My opponent says not one job has been created. I said, come with me, shake the hands of the people who are working. Is it enough? No, we have to do more. We just voted to save 16,500 teacher positions in California. And those children will have those teachers units. And because we gave Medicaid funding, they'll be able to continue doing the health care and free up some money for our police and firefighters and make life a little bit easier for those in Sacramento, but we can't cure all the problems there. But we're helping when we can. We have on the floor of the Senate, by the way, Fiorina opposed the Economic Recovery Act, and she opposed the teacher bill. She even opposes the small business bill that's on the floor of the Senate now that is supported by her supporters. The Chamber of Commerce supports that. It is a terrific bill. It will leverage $30 billion in a deficit-neutral fund to $300 billion, create 500,000 jobs. How? By making sure small business has access to credit. Small business has created 64% of the jobs the last 15 years, while the big boys haven't. And we need to make the credit available. She even opposes that. There's not one thing, she didn't even support the extension of the Highway Trust Fund, which kept our construction workers on the job here. There's not one thing that she has supported. So when it comes to jobs, she doesn't care about jobs in America, because when she was the head of HP, if I didn't mention this before, she fired 30,000 workers and shipped their jobs to China, to India, to Europe, you name it, that's where they are. And I gotta tell you, we can't afford to have a senator who doesn't understand it. And she said, there's no God-given right to a job in America anymore. I mean, and she said she's proud of what she did. She's proud of the layoffs. So, it shouldn't be close, but it's close. Because people are grumpy, and they're anxious, and they're nervous, and they want to change in 15 minutes. 8 years it took to get this nightmare in place, the perfect storm for what happened, credit freezes and bleeding of employment and all the problems we had, the deficits, took 8 years. And the president promised change, and we're delivering it, but it doesn't all happen in a minute. The chip of state doesn't turn in 2 minutes. It's going to be so much better when our health care kicks in, when our jobs bills kick in, but nobody has patience in this country anymore. So that's why you need to get out there and talk to your friends. I'm fearful they'll stay home and say, oh well, they're all alike and they promise change and it's not happening fast enough. Listen, we were at the economic brink of collapse. We were at the precipice. We were looking down into the chasm. And at the end of the day, as our president says, we cannot give to the keys, let me say it right. We cannot give the keys to the car to the folks who drove it into the ditch. We need to remember, D is for drive, forward. R is for reverse, backward. We need to vote D. We need to vote Democratic. We need to work together. Thank you so very much. Love you guys. Thanks a lot. Thank you. And you all got the story, right? You got it straight? All right, because I want you to go home tonight and send an email and say, okay, here's 7 reasons why Barbara should be elected. Let us know what you think. Okay, who has questions? I'm happy to answer.